Coming up on WMBD News at noon, an alleged inappropriate relationship with a student leads to a Tazewell County court case. We've got the latest. Also, a popular Central Illinois event takes a plunge and is canceled. Why organizers made the decision. Good afternoon, everyone, and thanks for joining us today. I'm Matt Sheehan. We start today's newscast with a live look at the Capitol building in Washington, D.C. The House was here last night passing a bill that would increase stimulus checks from $600 to $2,000. U.S. senators are debating whether to even call on the bill and vote on it as we speak. It's a move enforcing a call to action given by President Trump after he called the original COVID-19 package a, quote, disgrace. Now the stimulus package sits in the Senate's hands, where it's not even certain if the Senate will vote on that package. Deborah Alfarone has the latest from Washington.
The bill is passed.
The Democratic-led House passed a bill to increase stimulus checks to $2,000 for millions of eligible Americans. Now it's up to the Republican-led Senate to approve it or defy President Trump. The president held out on signing the COVID relief bill for 5 days out of concern that $600 check wasn't enough.
Is $600 enough to get you by?
That's gas money. That's gas money, that's about it.
The Senate could vote on the new bill as soon as today, but those $2,000 stimulus checks would inflate the total COVID relief bill to more than $1 trillion. Many Senate Republicans have expressed concern about increasing spending.
I am telling Donald Trump, don't just talk about it, act. These Senate Republicans have followed you through thick and thin. Get them now to act.
While the fight over money continues, the fight against COVID-19 intensifies. According to the CDC, more than 11 million doses of the vaccine have been shipped out across the country, but just more than 2 million people have been vaccinated.
In California, the outbreak is so bad, the U.S. military is sending dozens of doctors and nurses to help. And new, startling statistics, COVID has killed 1 out of every 1,000 Americans. Experts say a crush of holiday travelers is prompting fears of yet another surge.
I think we're now in a viral tsunami.
With New Year's Eve days away, LA's mayor is urging people to stay home. Officials say Los Angeles County ICUs are completely full. And on average, up to 600 people are testing positive every hour. Deborah Alfarone, CBS News, Washington.
The man accused of shooting up a bowling alley in Rockford this weekend appeared in court yesterday. Army Sergeant Duke Webb appeared virtually before a judge after being charged with 3 counts of murder and 3 counts of first-degree attempted murder. Alexis Carpello recaps what happened in the courtroom.
Webb was denied bail, but the lawyer says she isn't giving up on getting him out of jail. In court, she said the Green Beret suffers from PTSD and was set to seek medical treatment within the next couple weeks for a traumatic brain injury. He also suffers from memory loss, confusion, and anxiety. Elizabeth Bucko tells us the plan is to get Webb evaluated. Then after that, it will be up to the judge to make the decision if she will grant bond or not.
The Winnebago County Sheriff is well equipped to decide what unit he should be in and the care that's taken of him. Also, when he is evaluated for any medications, it'll be sure that he'll get those medications while he's in custody, but hopefully we can get him a bond and out of custody and treated.
The lawyer wouldn't give any details on medication or what his official medical diagnosis was prior to the shooting. Alexis Carpello, News Nation, Rockford.
The Winnebago County State's Attorney Jay Hanley named the deceased victims 73-year-old Dennis Steinhoff, 69-year-old Jerome Woodfork, and 65-year-old Thomas Forseth, all shot to death. The Rockford mayor calling for more peace in the city.
As we come to the end of this most difficult year, and we look ahead at this new year upon us, we know that this type of violence needs to stop. This type of violence in the city of Rockford needs to stop. This type of violence throughout our country.
The state's attorney saying 1 man is in critical condition, suffering from multiple gunshot wounds as well. The other surviving victims, including a 14-year-old boy who was shot in the face and a 16-year-old girl shot in the shoulder. Webb's next court date is set for February 16th. Also in court yesterday, a former Morton High School teacher charged with aggravated criminal sexual abuse. It's in connection to allegations of an inappropriate relationship with a male student. In September, Erin Kemp admitted to Morton detectives that she had an inappropriate relationship with that student. In court yesterday, prosecutors claimed it lasted for just over a month, starting in mid-August. So far, Kemp maintains it was not a sexual relationship. But an earlier affidavit claims the child told a worker at the Tazewell County Children's Advocacy Center it was. Kemp is expected back in court on February 19th. A crash on Christmas Day killed a Havana man. It happened sometime around 7:15 Friday morning. The Fulton County Sheriff's Office believes 39-year-old Shane Nettler was driving his van east on Route 24. That's when they say he lost control, driving over an embankment south of the highway. The van then rolling over and resting against a fence. He was ejected from the van. We're still working to learn how he died and how the crash happened. An update to a story we brought to you yesterday. Peoria police have released more information about the fights at Northwoods Mall on Saturday, which caused the shopping complex to shut down temporarily. Peoria police reports showing Saturday night fights involved juveniles and adults, and they were reported inside and outside around 5:45 p.m. Peoria police fired pepper balls to the ground as an attempt to get the group to break up. The mall was also closed for 15 to 20 minutes to prevent the groups from re-entering the mall. After reviewing video footage, police say the fight began with 30 kids arguing and shoving. Less than 10 of them engaged in a physical fight, they say. As the fight progressed, the crowd became aggressive with police officers and refused orders to stop. 4 minors were detained and 1 was arrested for the incident. The arrested juvenile was released to his parents on scene. The Bloomington Police Department needs your help finding out who robbed a sporting goods store on December 14th. After being dispatched to Reed Sporting Goods on IAA Drive, officers learned the store had lost anywhere from $8,000 to $10,000 worth of equipment. Baseball bats and baseball gloves were mostly stolen. There have been no arrests and there's no suspect info at this time. The BPD is asking anyone with information to contact Detective Jared Roth at the number on your screens. Well, new at noon, a popular winter event is taking a dive due to COVID-19. The East Peoria Polar Plunge has been canceled. It was announced by the East Peoria Boat Club. They're still planning on holding the event in 2022. Well, the City of Peoria, the Health Department, and Home for All Continuum of Care are working together to provide shelter for those who are living under the I-74 bridge. With temperatures dropping, the group hopes to transition the people from Tent City into a safe shelter solution. Multiple Peoria organizations are joining in to provide permanent shelter, food services, medical care, clothing, and laundry. That includes help from the Salvation Army, OSF Street Medicine Team, Jolt Harm Reduction, Goodwill, and the Dream Center, Peoria. If you're interested in donating to the cause, you can visit our website, ciproud.com. Coming up, a new study shows vaping clouds your thoughts. We've got the details later in your top health stories.